There is a growing interest in single-gender public education in the past 5 years across the country. Currently, there are 10 schools in Wisconsin that offer all girls and all boys classes. While the trend seems to be catching on, it's not without controversy. In tonight's Assignment Education Special Report, we'll take a look at a single-gender program right in our backyard. At Tomah Middle School, Mrs. Roos's fourth-hour math class is calculating missing ankle measurements using some healthy competition.
Tic-tac-toe for John.
Mrs. Roos's ninth-hour class is working on the same packet of math equations, but the students are working together to solve the problems.
If you and your partner got that, you take out one puzzle piece from your envelope.
Why does this teacher have a different delivery for her 8th grade math curriculum?
Go ahead.
Well, one class is all girls.
Next problem.
And one class is all boys.
The boys, they really like competition. If you can turn anything into competitive, a game or an activity, then you have them hook, line, and sinker. The girls' class, on the other hand, is very cooperative. They would rather not have competition.
Mrs. Roos started the elective single-gender classroom program as her master's project 3 years ago when the No Child Left Behind Act eased restrictions on these types of classes. Because not too many all-girls and all-boys classrooms existed up until this point, there wasn't a lot of research on the program, and Roos wanted to study the topic. So far, she's found many benefits to the program.
I have a lot more time on task. I've had a lot less behavior problems in those classes because students are just there to do math and to be learning and asking questions and practicing what I'm teaching them.
One of the reasons for this focused learning involves fewer distractions when it comes to the opposite sex.
My dad's probably trying to avoid girls, I guess. Distractions, like talking to them. Because it's hard to do that in all boys class.
Sometimes if you like a guy, maybe you sit by him and you just have a tendency to stare at him and not pay attention in class.
Associate Professor Ann Rethlefson says having support from all parties involved is extremely important because there is controversy surrounding this issue.
Even though the studies are saying there's no evidence that this is really a great thing, they all talk about girls are actually doing better, although that may not be reflected necessarily in grades, but in student self-confidence, in choosing more math or science classes.
When it comes to boys, national studies suggest boys aren't as interested in taking part in the program. Mrs. Roos is finding the same is true in Tomah.
For some reason, the males are less apt to want to participate in this program, whether it be because of what other students think of them or, maybe it's that the girls are more bothered by the boys than the boys are by the girls.
The other hot-button issue, should we be separating girls and boys? Opponents call single-gender classrooms a return to segregation that reinforces stereotypes. Roos says that is not her goal.
Our goal is to provide a learning opportunity for these kids that they've never been exposed to before.
While it's still too early to tell if there are measurable benefits for all of the students who take part in the program, students in Tomah, including some of the boys, say the class has made a big impact on them.
I have an A, almost an A+ right now, and I used to get like B's and A's last year.
It has helped my grade a little bit, which it made me feel a little better, made me more confident.
Add in more male participation in the program, and you may have an equation that equals success. Now, throughout the past 3 years, Mrs. Roos has found that none of the students' grades have dropped at all. They've remained the same or they've gotten better. And, of course, the participation and the confidence level of some of the kids has also increased, which is another one of their goals.
It's interesting how rare these are. Is this the only one in the Coulee region right now?
Well, right now, yes. But starting next fall, that is going to change. Coming up next Tuesday, in the second part of this special Assignment Education report, we'll tell you how Central High School in La Crosse will be piloting a similar program in the English department and take a look at national trends in single-gender classrooms.